So, Elena, one challenge that I see here is I'm a farmer. I produce ecologically balanced, or I would call it safe food. I'm a small scale farmer. I have to serve the local community and ensure that I earn enough. So this challenge of belief that the local community will buy what I produce, and the conviction in the local community to buy the local produce. How do you build this trust between these two stakeholders?
That is the million-dollar question. Okay. It is on that scale. It's probably not the hardest to do. We're talking about change. Okay, and when we're talking about change, people don't trust anything new. Okay, but if we're actually talking about it, we're actually not talking about anything new. We're talking about re-establishing what actually existed. So the starting point is understanding what food is produced, because when we're talking about one farmer, we're not just talking about one farmer, we're talking about collective farmers in the community. Okay, we're talking about also a collective consumer. Okay, not just one consumer, but a collective. So if we're talking about farmers and I'll give an example, we're talking about farmers in a rural area that are producing food. And let's say whether it's, I don't know if you call it squash or pumpkin, depending on the terminology. Okay, you're growing beans. Okay, one farmer might grow 1 kilogram of bean and they might eat half a kilogram. So they have half a kilogram to sell. Okay, half a kilogram to sell to from a farmer to a consumer. The consumer's, well, that's not going to feed my family. So what we do is we work with farmers collectively. So we bring farmers together. One of the projects that we work with, for example, is the Presidia, where we do this. We have a product that's at risk of being lost. We bring farmers together that are producing that product. We call it a Presidia. We work on marketing strategies and also raising the awareness that this product exists. We understand the quantities of what this product is by those farmers to be able to sell to the market. The easiest entry point for slow food is via cooks, because they will we know exactly the quantity that they want, and we also work with the producers, with the Cooks Alliance, to start understanding when that product is available during the year, so they can actually start selling that and diversifying their menu. Okay, so we're talking about change, both from the producers working together, cooks working together, and start to understand what is produced. We're not asking the cook to tell the farmer what to grow. We're actually asking the cook to find out what the farmer grows based on seasonality, because the farmer knows. Okay, so there's change on both sides. When we talk about that collective farmer group, and it might be a community, if it's not a Presidia, it might be a slow food community, we start to work with organising what we refer to as earth markets. Okay, and we don't call them farmers markets, because farmers markets in the context globally means you can sell art and craft. It means that not only farmers are selling, traders are selling. So the Slow Food Earth Market is a model specifically for farmers themselves to sell to consumers. It then starts to grow awareness for the consumers living in a rural area of what is available. Each area will depend on the circumstances of what slow food models to adapt that will suit those conditions. There isn't a one-stop shop as such. This will work for you. It needs to be discussions with both the farmers, but also the different stakeholders in the area to find out what model will work, and then slowly start to change the food system if it has totally changed. In many circumstances, part of it still exists. People just don't know.